Yay, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Allowing yourself to take some big breaths. It's neat. I actually think my candle is shifting the colors back and forth. That's so wild. So if the colors of the image go in and out, it's from that awesome connection to source. Wow. Hi, I may have to move the candle if it trips you out. So please let me know if it all of a sudden becomes too much for the eyes. Welcome and thank you for joining me. I wanted to come on because, well, one, it's been a year, and I have to say, in reflection, the last thing I want to do is is share what came up. I feel that there's so much that came up for people that most and more so it is finding, instead of kind of oversharing to the collective, it's instead allowing yourself to choose who you wish to share, the depth of work that has occurred this year. And instead, I wanted to allow this video and to be something that can either support you on New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve, sometime in this transition, to allow yourself to more gently step through. The last full moon, which came yesterday, was quite wild. For in my circles, what came through was just like the easiest answer to things. And I kind of pitched it, for lack of a better word, to my circle members. And they were like, whoa, that's so easy. That's so simple. That doesn't, why didn't we think of that before? So I feel like I should start there. A lot of times when we do larger cycle reviews, looking at patterns from, be it a full year, a season, a decade, we tend to think that if something, some intention or prayer that you put forward within that year, we've been kind of taught that there's an expiration date. That if something doesn't, let's say if you, let's see, I'm going to ask you, what are some of the intentions you put forward this year? What were some of the things that you said out loud that you wish to receive? What were some of the things that you consented within you, within your body, within your heart, within your spirit, of what you wish to release? And if you may feel, or if the things that you asked to receive haven't come yet, how are you working through those old mindsets, those ways of that used to say, well, it's not done, so I might as well switch. I might as well ask for something else. Maybe I'm not worthy enough to have that. Maybe something, occurred that I could not get that. And what if, instead of putting on all these different expiry dates on all that we wish for, what if our wishes themselves are our path that we walk? What if the daily practice is to see how in breath, how in mind, how in heart, you can align towards what you wish to receive. So let's just take a moment. I shared for this connection that you can get comfy, you can bring pillows, blankets, you can lie down for this initial moment or sit comfortably. Allow yourself to stretch any areas, be it neck or shoulders, just giving them some rolls. Allow your palms to face up and your arms to dangle, to soften a little further away from your body. And start to find a rolling breath. And what I mean by that is feeling as you inhale, that inhale moves from below through the belly, through the back, to the throat. And the exhale rounds that circle out. It expands forward to the front of your heart, all the way around and back to your root. Allowing your exhales through your mouth. And visualizing this circle. And as you visualize this circle, you may find that naturally your breath honors a gentle sway of your body if you are seated still. To almost follow the movement of your breath with the movement of your spine. Letting yourself sit back and then gently sway forward. Honoring your boundaries, the limits in this movement that still feel comforting. Really enjoying the sound of your breath. Opening your ears to the subtlety and the magnificence. You may start to feel how the circle has become much more well-formed. And now start to visualize a circle, if that one was running front to back. How about this next one is running side to side. And so feeling as if you're breathing from your lower right belly, circling all the way around, past shoulder, towards the top of the crown of the head. And on the exhale, feeling that breath travel down outside of the left ear, past the left shoulder, towards the left side of your belly. As you continue this circular motion with breath, you may start to find that your ribs begin to expand and move, following your breath's motion. Until the waves and the movement becomes more subtle. And start to visualize a circle that is below you, that you may be seated upon, or that is below your sacrum or lower back area if you're lying down. And feel if that lower circle is almost where there is stores for more breath. It's as if you're actually sitting on the globe, sitting on the earth. And just taking very gentle little breaths in, drawing up energy through your root, and even gentler breaths out. So that you're maintaining the circumference and the girth of that lower circle. I can see some of you already imagining the circle that is above your crown. Some of you might feel it right above the crown, or even maybe a foot or so above. This beautiful golden sphere, reminiscent to you of the sun itself. And feel now here how each inhalation is moving through your nostrils into your crown, expanding out to the tops of your ears. And on the exhale, moving from those points at the tops of your ears up towards that sphere. We'll make sure the exhale feels very gentle. Maybe with mouth open a little at times, or even gently, a gentle whisper at the back of your throat. And now imagining how all these spheres of your breath, below, above, front, back, side, side, how they interconnect, creating new pathways. Bringing your awareness now to 2 points. One at the back of your jaw, back of your palate, kind of right where the base of your skull is. Feeling as if your breath is directly activating and connecting to the pineal gland. And how the exhale is very gently moving towards your heart center, but no effort, no force. Honoring if it may activate other areas. And once you start to feel the energy in your heart, visualize 4 points of a diamond in your heart center. You may reach out to the right point by your right side of your chest, to the left side of your chest. The bottom point might even reach all the way down towards where the ribs meet by the diaphragm. And the top point of your diamond, you feel like it reaches right between the collarbones. And just being here. The additional sounds that may be around you. The many sensations that may be within. And feeling how those energetic spheres begin to feel as if they are filled with fluffy clouds or cotton candy. And how, as you breathe in towards your center, how each inhale expands out in all directions towards that extra cushioning. And each exhale feels that extra energetic cushioning, embracing and hugging you from all sides. And observing what arises within this comfortable space. Be it remnants of thoughts, feelings, and simply as you be here, just try not to place more judgment. Just welcoming all. I'm getting slower with your breath now. Allowing after the exhale that gentle pause until you require the inhale. Honoring if there may be a little pause at the top between the in and out, but really allowing more of a pause between the exhale and the in. And each time that pause arrives, to observe it. And to trust that any thoughts, like little bits that may float and surface as you do this breath, trust that they are the last bits. Just feeling as if they're those last grains of sand at the bottom of a pool. And that pause at the end of the exhale is the space, the suction of the drain. You start to feel more warmth as your energy is cultivating, growing. And honor any dips, any areas where you may feel churning still. Allow this warmth to now expand with your breath. All around you, beginning to truly sense the size of your spiritual being. And how the size of that orb is much larger than your physical body. And as it surrounds your body, this energy seeps into all the areas around you. Supporting every limb, your skin, your bone, blood, supporting from the farthest parts of you to the deepest. Now I'd like you to call upon your soul. If your spirit is larger than physical body, you may first sense soul as a flame or a star within your body. and allowing your soul to grow and expand just like a candle flame. Feeling the support and the comfort of the physical body holding it. And then the additional layer of support of your energetic being or spiritual body. These two layers of protection that are naturally here. But if you wish to, you can also call upon the energetic being that guards and protects your soul, the guardian of you. And sense and observe what occurs within and around you as you call upon that protector that is always present. Opening more and more so now to the awareness of that diamond heart, which may feel like an actual diamond, may have many different facets and sides. It may be small, it may be large. One is not better than the other. Uniting all of these three facets: energy body, physical body, and your very soul, to support this deeper connection to the gateway that is your heart. Until it feels as if that diamond is lit within. Light rays beaming out into the physical being, into the spiritual being, enjoying the sound of the exhale just as if it's the most easeful sound of wind. Taking deep breaths in with that wind sound, allowing your torso, ribs, and shoulders to expand. And enjoying that settling effect of the exhale. Beginning to gently move your fingers. A wiggle here, a wiggle there. And potentially pressing your palms towards your thighs, your pelvis, your hips, your belly. Even giving just gentle massage to the belly. Really gentle movements. Very light touch. Almost like a little cup. A half moon from one hip down and around to the other. Filling up that cup with your breath. Observing that space at the end of the exhale. And slowly walking your hands up to heart space, taking a pause there, even doing some gentle kneading motions into the center. Just really little pressure with the fingers until you expand up and out along the collarbones, just almost like you're doing a really, really little kneading of a soft dough. Out to the shoulders until your fingers are almost cradling each shoulder. And then just lifting the elbows up. Deep breaths. And on the exhale, allowing the elbows to draw down. Inhale to lift the elbows. And loud exhale. When you're ready, you can even gently move ears from side to side. Honoring, though, if you have any neck issues or challenges, that it can be very gentle. It doesn't have to be an ear to a shoulder. It's just a gentle rocking side to side, and then even turning the chin to the right and then to the left, just feeling the slide and rotation. Doesn't matter how far you go, actually not going to the limit is beneficial now. And then bringing your hands to the top of your head. And pressing down in towards your seat. And doing any gentle movements you need to subtly stretch the spine. Do little rotations with the elbows. The inhale opening into the chest. And on the exhale, feel as if you're lifting your head or drawing it forward, depending on if you're seated or lying. So if that exhale is stretching into your back body. As you press a little bit with the crown of your head into your hands to relax the shoulders. Even now doing and giving your head a gentle little massage with your finger pads, just giving little pressure points. Opening the jaw. Letting yourself move into the jaw and the mouth like you're doing really big yawns. Nice noisy breaths now. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, if you haven't already. How are you all? I think giving some time to hydrate if you wish, or to stretch even more if you desire to move or shake. Wiggle your ankles, wiggle your toes. What if we simply breathed every day and walked the path that we intended and honored that when those intentions are met, then a new path we can set forward in front of ourselves. But the joy of this time between two large solar cycles of a year is the time where you can get more comfortable with that pause, that space that may sometimes feel empty, may bring up old fears, old thoughts. And knowing that if you moved through this year, 2020, that you can deal with a pause at the end of the exhale. That you have the courage and the capacity to be in the space between. In this time of being, knowing that those spaces, that pause, that rest, the gentleness of effort, no effort, is the incredible gift of this season. If there is anything, any questions, any queries that you wish to put forward here in the chat at this time, anything that may have arose or come up, surfaced within that breathing practice, any feelings that seem to be on repeat in these last days of the year, you're welcome to share them now. But I also understand that if this evening needs to be a time when you don't ask questions, if these next nights and days are a time when you don't need a plan or more answers, that you're almost stepping out or stepping off of the path you are on, not stepping out of it completely onto a different one, just like you saw a comfortable space at the side of the road, so that you can sit there and nourish and ground and rest, so you can step back on that path that no one has to set out for you, that path that solely is coming from what you wish to welcome, no matter how wild it may sound, no matter how much self-doubt or disbelief may arise. Being in the exhale, being in this time, is a time where we can really practice trust and surrender. Those ones that may be more difficult to do when you're in the do. Where you can allow the seeking, the yearning, the wanting and needing to take a break too. And trust that if it has been felt, stated, sounded out of your mouth, thought of within your mind, that your body, your soul, and your energetic body, your energetic being know. I was speaking to a close friend, someone I would say is part of my chosen family today. And I shared, I was like, how beautiful would it be after all of the deep work that we did this year, all the immense unlearning, all that mental checkpoints that we had to put in place as we started to watch certain systems and ways that we were taught of things, of self, fall. How sweet would it be that we could trust that the work that has been done is here within us, and that now our body, our spirit, our soul can be the only guide we need. So that we can gently walk at a pace that honors your ease and equilibrium. And trust that that walk, that path, is bringing you to where you wish to go. Less mental anguish. That's my wish. For you, for me, for all of us. So that we can truly step back and allow this wondrous, sentient feeling being, for it to lead the way. It's neat. We ask for peace. I pray for ease, for that free flowing of energy, of abundance, of love and support to you all, as well as to me, to the earth, to all beings. And may this time be the gentle teacher we need. These extra spaces where truly you really don't need to do anything. May we get more comfortable with that space. That may at first feel empty. But I promise that the more that you sit with it, the more that you breathe and allow it, there are some very, very special gifts that come in that space after the exhale, in that pause. You can start to tap in to creation. You can start to tap in to you as creator, as co-creator. Always. We got some elements, some earth beings, star beings that assist. But may we not have to do the deep review of a year that I don't think you'll forget. And may we not have to do the big goals and plan. May in this space, you simply ask yourself, what do you wish to welcome? What do you wish to open to? And put out those wishes in that pause, in that space between the out and in. And since there is not much questions or comments this evening, which is completely okay, I feel that we'll be coming to a close soon. So let us just take a moment to sit together. The energy that you cultivated within this hour, flowing through you, within you, around you, flowing always. And visualize in this true alignment how your energy itself is the resonance. Resonating below you into the earth, your truth, yourself, your divinity, alchemizing and transmuting into the nutrients within the soil. Your energy mixing and playing, swimming and flying with the air. So just as the wind, it can reach and touch the people, the animals, the trees that you wish to connect with, and even those that you may not even know wish to connect with you. Breathing into earth and sky. Feeling that pause at the end of the exhale, right within heart center. Allowing it to be all about you and your loving heart, the song that it wishes to sing. And all the beings that it will and already has connected to and supported and loved. I thank you for sitting with me. I thank you for breathing with me. I thank you for sharing such loving connection, the flow of your energy. I thank you for you. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to meet you. Take care. And you're welcome to practice this breathing practice as many times as you wish over these days ahead, so that you can get more comfortable with that pause. So that when the inhale does come, when the inspiration does arise, when the next little nudges come from within, that you will be ready to leap and to move as swiftly and as easily as it calls you to. Have a great take care.